Now see, the value is same for all. Just a minute, guys. One person is. Yeah. So hi Suresh, you have any doubt now till now? Suresh, any doubt?
No, sir. No.
Oh, okay, done. So now this is my implicit measure and this is explicit. And what is the impact? I will tell you because this function is not reusable and this is reusable. I can just write it here as always try to use explicit measure. Try to use explicit measure into your data because there are three reasons, guys. Reuse purpose, number second is highly accurate, okay, and number four is reliable, long-term reliable.
So the explicit measures you created through DAX, right?
Right, right. Explicit measure I can always write as explicit measure always create via DAX calculation. Okay, this DAX calculation. Guys, these is the three purpose that this explicit is reusable, highly accurate, or long-term reliable. But implicit is not long-term reliable. It is usable, but not long-term for once or twice only. But explicit is using for multiple times or third time, fourth time, 15 times, either 100 times. And it is reliable for your automation also. So that is the reason that we should always use this kind of explicit measure. And now we have close and high. Now we have to use low. So I'm just click on this. Okay, this close price. Same way, if I create all these function together, like low, market cap, okay, open, volume, all these. So you have to just new measure, new measure, and just write it here as suppose low. It means low average. I mean low average. You have to use your average function. So portfolio of this low. And guys, how to shift into second line in Power BI? You can use shift enter. Shift enter. Not using only enter because in Excel, if you go into second line, you can use enter. But in Power BI, if you use next line, next line, next line, you can use shift plus enter. I can just write it here for you. Right? Shift plus enter. Okay. So for this shift plus enter, you can move into new line. And now average of low. Same way, if I click my new average of market cap, average, and you can use your market cap. So this is, and guys, I'm asking you one question: why we using here average? Anyone have question in your mind? Why we using average? Not any function like sum, count, any other function. Why we using only average? Think. Any guys thinking? Average market guy. Same way. Open price. We need average. Tell me guys any question in your mind for this? Why we using average only? Because this is guys thinking of the Power BI analytic part. If you don't think, I think you cannot do the visualization. See now it's average, and if you click on this, this is done symbol, and now we need volume, and we need two volume. One is average volume, and second is total volume. Total volume. So for this total, we are using sum. This volume function. Sum of this total, same way. New measure, and right now we are going to create by a average volume. Average volume, we are using average of this volume. So now we have all these measures together. This is the complete measure. If I click on this column and hide, I don't need this column. We have total of complete measure now. And see now, we have total of all these measure. And if I click on this new key measure, so we have average volume, we have close price, we have high price, we have low, we have market cap, we have total currency, and one more, we have total volume. So just select into card, 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 and now average volume. This is your low price, close price, high price, total currency, market cap, total volume. This is your low price. Yeah. So guys, tell me now why we are using here average only, not using any other function. Now I'm going to give you a solution for this, because in the cryptocurrency or in the share market, when you watching TV right now, suppose after my this class, you can go to news channel and watch Economic Times. Okay, watch Economic Times. In the Economic Times, you see that what is the open price of that currency. So they will not tell you the open price, they will tell you the open price of average, because every time the industry is working on the average, not only for the actual open or actual close price. They are working, or they are trying to reallocate on the basis of average price into that currency portfolio or share portfolio or gold price. Like gold price, same way. If you have gold price of today, suppose today is 52 and next day it's 52,200, then what is the average between these 2 days? You have to analyze those things. Same way, US dollar price right now, suppose today is 76 and tomorrow is 76.82. So what is the average changes between these points? So we have to analyze by a average point. So that is the reason that for this project, we are using mostly focus on average for all these price. Okay, and these all sevens are the explicit measure, and see we are using by a key measure. So guys, in the crypto portfolio we have all these things, but this is not reusable. Don't any new use for purpose, because we have all created this measure. So we don't need this complete column. So I'm just going to hide this column. And when you hide this column, it means your crypto portfolio table is hiding from your report view, but not from your background view. Key measure, see, all the tables will be there. Only these two and these two and these column will be hide only, and from the report view. And same way, suppose if I need to analyze, go to this date. You have select your this is your date. Go to this. I need not date hierarchy. I need complete date. Click on this. I need date. It means in one column. I don't need hierarchy. And same way, go to this date. Format your date. I need date into my why it is not changing. No worry. So go to this and select your this line chart. Select this. Go to this line chart and see this is line chart. And now suppose if you need key measure, average volume, total volume. So go to this total volume and see this is your total volume of day wise. If you click on this formatting and data label on, your total volume data label will be there. See, value will be there. Not data label because data label is not good. So this is your total volume. Instead of total volume, if we can use close price, this is your close price, and now open price in the same chart. Close price or open price, there is no any difference. See, when you click on this line, 15 October 2016, your close price is 73.56, whereas your open price is 73.79. Okay, so that kind of analyzing you can do with this visualization or chart. See, if I click on slow, this is your close price and open price. I don't need open if I need as market cap. And now see, this is your close price and this is your market cap. Market cap means your market price total combining high, open, close, and wide. That is just your market cap price. So this is analyzing of your part. Same way, copy this complete and paste it again. Go to down. So instead of this close price, if you're using now open price, see, open is blue, so go to above. So now your open price and your market cap. So you can analyze this kind of scenario also. And same way, if you need via filter some currency, filters take slicer, go to slicer and select some currencies like symbol wise. Right now we have all this currency in our data. Suppose if I select my BNB currency, see, this is for your BNB currency. That BNB currency price, average volume this, close price this, high price 1, total currency 1, low price, market cap, total volume, and this is your analyzing part. Dog. For everything you have changes. See, for every currency you have changes value. Okay, so same way you can analyzing your charts or your visualization on the purpose of this. Okay, so right now it is just your basics measure or basic calculation of this Power BI currency charts. And now we have different more parts. So guys, tell me first, you have any doubt till now? Anyone? Lakshmi, Naresh, Surender or Suresh? Any doubt you have?
So one question. So
Mhm.
you always use the key measures in the all the visualizations, right?
Yeah, always. I always use key measure. I did not use implicit measure because implicit measure is not reusable or not rechangeable. I always calculation via DEX and then I can use. Okay. But first
Okay.
I
Okay.
am yeah, but first I am going to transform the main file and main file first when I am going to do some calculation for every project. I am going to tell you, okay, that for every project how many dex measure I should calculate. First I need to understand that we have to use this dex measure for my calculation. Suppose if you are working in office right now, you are very new in Power BI. I have done multiple times this project, so that is the reason I am currently do whatever I want. But if you are new into Power BI, you have a condition that you need a close price of average. So try to put only close price, not to open. Try to put only close price average, step by step. See what is the step I written here. You can go to step by step. First is data extraction, transformation, loading, relationship, then DEX function. And guys, these DEX function is very important for your job. For your job means, suppose if you have knowledge about DEX, then only you can survive into Power BI. These four are just a not even such more matter, but yes, data extract transformation is also very important because if you not knowledge about the transformation of your data, you cannot go even your DEX function level. So this is also important, and this is also, these two are important. Relationship is just a similar. Similar means 90% we are using one to one and many to one, but 10% we are using many to many or one to one. But mostly important is data transformation and that text function. This is mostly important in our Power BI career. Okay, it will give you the more high level insight into your Power BI. And see, for every project I am going to create almost 30 to 35 functions. Every single things I can create very with a small project. See, in my cryptocurrency, if I show you in my date table, crypto portfolio, how many measure is implicit? One, two, three, four, five, six, and 7. All the 7 measure I can create via key measure. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, almost 8. Because one is total currency. This is not given by in the implicit. So we have created explicit also. So this is the benefit of your currency. Suppose right now if I need to calculate some further means, suppose ADA currency. If you select on this ADA currency, this is your number one currency. And right now, suppose if you need top five currency of this market cap, then how to calculate? You are using this function together because this is the basic of your further calculation. These all function are the basics or what we say as a row of your further calculation. If your basic is clear, your further calculation is also clear. Okay. Any other question? Anyone? Surinder? Suresh? Anyone? Any other
So
question in your mind?
yeah, I can see the data for crypto symbol as well as dates, but I cannot see the key measure data in the Power Query editor, right?
Power Query Editor. Yeah, yeah. You cannot see key measure into Power Query because this table is created by manually. This table is not by transformation. Only only the query editor you can see only those table which is transformed by you, which is connected from sources. Those table which you connected with manually, like this. Like I am going to show you. Click on this. We have total of two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These three is connected via background, but these two is not connected via background. These two is created by you manually. Key measure is a manually table, and calendar is a manually table. So this table cannot show into Power Query. Let me show you. See, these two table cannot show into Power Query view, as well as same thing Power Query view only showing that those table which you connected from sources. Those table which you connected manually into your data, those table will not show into Power Query editor. Okay. And now if you go into, but in the relationship, you have to show all these tables. See, the portfolio, symbol, dates, this is your manually table, this is your key measure table. But we don't need to connect, these two tables with your data, with your connectivity, because you can select either these two tables, you can select only one table. And key measure should not be connected with any table, because key measure is just for calculation, is a what I can say is a purpose of calculation, that if you need any measure, you can directly go to this. And see guys, I'm telling you one basic thing from today. Like if you're working on this any project, you can just copy this function, make your notepad, make your one notepad for you, and write it over here on the top, that DAX function. Okay, and save all this function together here. Okay, and here you can just write it as comment star. You can use star function for your comment, and you can just write it as change the column name only. Change the column name means, suppose if you're working average things, if you need average of any other project, suppose if you are working into sales project and you need average sales, so function is same, average, but the column name is only different. Okay, so that is the benefit for you, that you cannot learn again and again thing, but when you make the practice, you learn all these things. But in the starting point, you can make notes for you, make one notepad for the complete DAX function, almost 250 to 30 300 DAX function we are covered. So you can write all these functions into your notepad, so that it will be helpful for your further projects into just one file, or make one file, make one Word file or Excel file. What is suitable for you, you can make that things. Okay, or any other doubt, anyone, you can ask me any doubt if you have, because this is just a first class. Okay, this is just a first class, you can ask me any doubt. So guys, I have one question for you all. What is the suitable time for class, in the evening or in the morning? Right now you all are in call, so one by one you can tell me what is the suitable
Morning.
time for you all.
Morning time.
Morning
Okay.
time, sir.
Okay, so this 9 to 11 is fixed. Any option like 7 to 9?
So
That is also okay, sir.
Lakshmi, you have 7 to 9 is okay
On
for you?
weekdays, on weekdays or weekends?
No, we have only Saturday and Sunday class. So we have Saturday and Sunday class only.
Yes, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. is okay.
Yeah, 7 to 9 is okay.
Okay, so from next Saturday, we are going to start our class from 7 to 9. Okay, I will share all the links with you on next Saturday. So today is just a basic. So today, next Saturday, we are going to complete this cryptocurrency project total. This means total all the creating measure, and next Sunday we are creating almost complete visualization like this. Like this. See, this kind of things we are going to do. This is implicit. So this is implicit means I have covered this implicit and explicit with you. Okay, so all the measures I have created for this implicit. Second page, we have this crypto price analysis for currency and this currency wise. So we can use how close price final, close price high. We can use these also. But this will cover in Saturday, and next part will cover in Sunday. So in next week we are covered this crypto price analysis. And guys, if you have any doubt, like if you have any not a doubt, suppose if you need any further calculation on this cryptocurrency, sir, I need that kind of things also, so you can send me on WhatsApp that these things will be covered on Saturday, so I will cover on Saturday also. Okay, so guys, I
Okay,
think we should I think we should close, because today I'm not as complete well. Okay, so next Saturday we are going to start our, like, from here we have left. Okay, until now I'm going to send you recording after some times for this today class, and this functions like sheet, this all Excel file together, like 23 Excel file. So you can use, till now you can calculate your Power BI functions. or Power BI thinks you can. Okay.